Hi all, it's V, and this is Edinburgh Castle's Castle of Light. This is a fantastic show. This is the second time that we've been. Our first was in 2019. It's lights, projections, history. It's amazing. It is genuinely incredible. Enjoy.
I was, just having a wee cat nap. Anyway, welcome to Castle of Light. I'm told it's all about colours this year, and I've been considering a bit of a makeover. Let's face it, I've been red, well, with blue accents, for around 800 years now, and it may just be time to consider changing my look. Unicorn? I've engaged young Unicorn here as my personal stylist. She keeps up with these kinds of things, and I'm told she's magic when it comes to colour. So come on, Eunice.
Eons ago, volcanic red, hot rock in a tide, right here where we tread. A shimmering show in regal red, Catherine wheels first spun here, it is said. From the palace below, hair shining red, Queen of Scots' bright eye to the castle sped. A stream from Bordeaux, of full-bodied red, skipped England and plied up to Scotland instead. in a row, in coats of bright red, on walls fortified where blood has been shed. What a gun to bestow, one's meg painted red, now cannonballs hide, once fired with dread. A history of woe, in flames of red, those wise women died who their innocence pled. On talon tiptoe, rampant and red, a vigorous stride and a mane on his head. What you don't yet know, in a pillar box red, sealed with pride, what the sender has said. These poppies grow, abundant and red, 4 petals applied to remember the dead. And still, even so, when the sky is like lead, beyond, there's a bright blushing moon overhead. Tonight and tomorrow, and further ahead, that this rock will abide, let us take it as read. As has been told, in a colour so bold, the castle's rocked, made of igneous blocks, the first firework glowed on Kingstable's road. Mary Queen of Scots knew various plots, Jacobites glugged from the claret jug, and men in red coats told siege anecdotes. The cannon Mons Meg was toned down a peg. The woman's story was too often gory. We've a flag with a lion, kinda locking, kinda flying, and a box to guard, a Christmas card. That battlefield flower has far-reaching power, and you see more than hope through time's telescope. From this primeval pulse, neither hide nor retreat, for it's present in every heart, every beat.
In 1715, a red-faced Earl of Mar was furious when he ordered a group of Jacobites to storm the castle walls, only to find that the ladders provided by a drunk carpenter were 6 feet too short. Nearly 150 years later, there were more red faces when the very first firing of the 1 o'clock gun failed, and failed again the day after. There was the yellow-bellied Colonel Walter Dundas, whose brave troops held the castle against Cromwell in 1650. The stronghold was well supplied, the walls were intact, and the soldiers stood strong. But Dundas, inexplicably, gave up. The castle's master gunner at the time wrote,
"When a sheep is a general of an army of lions, they may still be beat."
In 1341, some crafty Scots saw a golden opportunity to recapture the castle from the English by disguising themselves as merchants delivering beer. Once they got over the drawbridge, they rolled the barrels at the occupying soldiers, drew swords, and won back the castle. But what of the castle's royal and more blue-blooded occupants? With the help of some witchcraft at court, Mary, Queen of Scots, gave birth, they said painlessly, to baby James in this very building on 19th of June, 1566. He may have been born with a silver spoon in his mouth, but becoming king at 13 months, when his mother had to abdicate, may not have been the easiest start in life. Later, in 1822, Edinburgh rolled out the red carpet for a visit by King George IV. Fashionable Georgie was tickled pink by the lavish parties, parades, and events laid on to greet him. The famously flamboyant king wore a royal Stuart tartan kilt, fetching pink tights, and some fabulous feathered headgear. Less willing visitors to Edinburgh Castle were a crew of cutthroat pirates who had struck it rich on Portuguese gold, then mutinied and decided to retire to sunny Scotland. But proving that the sea isn't always greener on the other shore, their ship hit a storm off the Argyle coast and 21 of them ended up in the castle prison, with some eventually swinging for their crimes. But aside from the people, the colours of Edinburgh Castle are stunning. Radiant jewels, centuries of costume, fabulous flags, and the fantastic animals depicted in paintings and on carvings. A white stag with golden antlers, our proud red Lion Rampant, and perhaps most special of them all, that marvelously mythical, magical unicorn.